Hello and welcome back to Coil Life. Today we're going to be having a look at the latest Sub Ohm tank from Uwell, and it's called the Valyrian. Comes in this nice little box inspired by Game of Thrones. So as usual, we'll have a quick up close tour around the Valyrian and then we'll jump back up and have a little chat about it. Okay, so here we are with the Valyrian Sub Ohm tank from Uwell. Now inside the box here, underneath the tank, you do have a couple of warning cards here. Quite an in-depth user manual in various different languages. Get a spare Pyrex glass, a spare coil, some spare seals. You also get a spare drip tip which has a matching band of colour to go with your seals, so you can have it matching if you like. You also get these pins here which restrict the airflow, supposed to improve the airflow and the flavour. I'm not really sure about that one personally. Having a look at the tank then itself, we do have a 58.5mm tall tank. I measured it 46.5mm, not including the drip tip. The drip tip itself is a 510 drip tip. The fill port on this tank is a nice design. It's just a little button there and that just pops open like that, and you've got large fill ports there either side. The airflow control ring does have a stopper, so it will stop. And then if we have a look inside, if we unscrew this, we've got your coil. It does all come apart for easy cleaning. So taking out the coil here, inside there you see we have a blank plate. Now if we have a look at the bottom of the tank and your 510 pin here, so if we push that out, that pin will pop out like that, and that's when you can change and use these different pins. So effectively this pin here is going to be your 510. That just pops in there like so. Then you pop your coil in, that's supposed to improve the flavour and the airflow in the tank. Now the tank itself, it does have a 5 milliliter juice capacity. You can get a bigger glass which will expand the capacity to an 8mm. The tank itself is made from stainless steel and copper. The glass is Pyrex. So what we'll do is we'll fill this up and jump back up on top and have a little vape on it. Okay, so that was a quick tour around the Valyrian from Uwell. Now I'm not normally one to go for sub ohm tanks because the coils can be a bit hit and miss. I have to say I was pleasantly surprised by this one. Rated at 95 to 120 watts, it's a 0.15 ohm coil. I've had this coil in here now for about a week and a half. It's still going strong, the flavour's still pretty good. I've at about 75 watts. I found that you can't really go much below that because it takes a while to ramp these coils up. It did take me about a tank and a half to break in the coil and get good flavour from it. The only real con I have about this tank is it doesn't come with a rebuildable section that I know of. You can get a bubble glass. It's extra, an optional extra that you do have to pay for. It would have been nice if they had included it, but that bubble glass will extend the capacity to 8mm. The filling system, where you just pop that top cap like that, fill down through those holes the other side, So easy, really nice. 510 drip tip, you can change it, you can swap it out to whatever one you want. The extras it comes with, these gimmicky pins, I'm using the spiral one at the moment. It does reduce down the airflow ever so slightly. I don't think it makes any difference to the flavour though, but the flavour is still pretty good. You do get an extra drip tip with a different colour band to match your O-rings depending on the tank that you choose. And these tanks at the moment, from what I've seen, are going for about £30 to £35 in the UK, depending where you shop. I will put some links down in the description to where I got mine, but overall I have to say this is a really nice tank. So that's it guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please do, if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button below, and we'll catch you again soon.